to almost hijack him to promote a new Halloween ride. And Jimmy Fallon was delighted about it. He was boasting afterwards.
Right.
You got Nightmares going on as well.
Get ready for what Nightmares was so fun. We just did it with Prince Harry. It was insane. The best part, we did it with Prince Harry, and the actors dressed as the zombies at the end.
Okay.
Both have with security cameras around them, and they have a freak out. And the one zombie goes, "Oh my gosh!" He goes, "Watch!" He goes, "That was Prince Harry." And the other zombie's like, and they start doing this. It steals the show. It's super fun. He was a great guest. Totally game for it. It's
He's serious old, man.
scary, but it's fun.
Well, I mean, I didn't actually think this was a good appearance for Prince Harry at all. Look at this moment, Lady V, where you can actually see that he goes to punch a woman. Now, I know some people might say, oh, it was joking because she was part of the act and she sort of scared him. But it's very, very odd. I think we've got that picture, which we can show you in just a second. But it was very, very odd. And the other thing is that he was swearing too. Which just doesn't seem very becoming, does it, for a member of the royal family, Lady V?
I mean, he's just, he just seems to be doing any sort of photo kind of op at the moment.
Wait for it.
You know, just jumping around on planes. And so do we know, is he still in Africa right now?
Yeah, he's still in Africa for the moment.
Yeah, hiding out.
But of course, I guess the biggest development, because look,
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
Harry's doing his little trip, whatever. He puts out all the same usual bull, you know, it's mumbo jumbo. The biggest development, actually, Lady V, and the thing that I've been desperate to talk to you about is
Almost there.
Hollywood turning on Meghan Markle. Now, I know you're British. I know you know the royal family. You're a socialite. You're an aristocrat. You know that world. But what people might not know,
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
is that you're also a Hollywood darling too. You spent a lot of time living there. You know exactly how that city works, Lady V. And what has happened over the past 10 days has been extraordinary because you've seen the dominoes fall. The fact Hollywood Reporter has turned on Meghan Markle. The Daily Beast has turned on Meghan Markle. And there have been criticism after criticism of her in publications that previously were very favourable to her.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, look, if you have a look at her track record, even the amount of staff that she has got through, I don't think, you know, she's that popular in that small crowd. So people are probably fed up with her at this point. You know, they've been there for a couple of years now, and she's probably very hard to work with.
Fact.
People just don't want to deal with it. You know, there's so many other people out there that are happy to be working, and I just imagine she's really difficult.
And what do you think of those publications turning on her?
Very good question.
Because it's not usual, is it?
Yeah, that's interesting because especially that sort of very sort of left-wing media, you know, since she at one point looked like she wanted to get into politics even. And, you know, there was a lot of sort of hanging out with Hillary Clinton and the Obamas and Oprah Winfrey. And that group of individuals that are very much, you know, they're very, very powerful on that side. So, yeah, that is actually, that is interesting what has happened there.
Yeah, no, it really is. And of course, more and more stories are emerging by the day about Meghan's behavior because...
Stop it.
The problem is we saw in that Us magazine cover, Us Weekly, she's trying to say, I'm the best boss in the world and everyone used to love working for me. But actually, we know that's not true. And now Hugo Vickers... Fact. I mean,
I like Hugo.
Well, yeah, and he's revealed the most astonishing story about Meghan being rude to an under-gardener at Windsor Castle. One of the senior gardeners going to report it to the Queen, who
Are you serious?
went immediately to go and tell Meghan off. Listen to this.
allegations, Hugo?
Well, I'm afraid I'm not surprised by these allegations because even when she was at Windsor, I remember, hearing from very good sources
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
that there was trouble. There was a time when she was very rude to one of the under gardeners at Windsor when they were at Frogmore Cottage, and the head gardener went to complain to the Queen, and the Queen went down and ticked her off because the Queen obviously didn't like people being rude to staff.
Are you serious?
So, having heard that story, none of these other stories surprise me. She probably is not very good with staff or with people that she's employing or people that she's getting flowers from and things like that. It's
That doesn't make sense.
just very unattractive because you should always be very polite to people who work for you and people that you deal with over the telephone, because otherwise they're going to get very put out, and they're going to, when things start going wrong, they'll
Stop it.
be happy to answer questions by the media, I guess. Well, I think probably quite a lot of actresses have a narcissistic side to them. Yes, I agree with you. Of course, it can be very stressful leading up to a wedding. But once again, this
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
is when your true character comes out. If you're, we can all be very polite. When things are going well, it's when we're under stress that you see people getting annoyed and getting aggressive and so forth. So once again, I'm afraid it doesn't surprise me. I would think she has shown quite a few narcissistic tendencies in the past, particularly in things like the Oprah Winfrey interview. I think there was a lot of narcissism in that. So,
Do you think when you hear all of these stories and look at the evidence, Lady V, that Meghan is a narcissist?
Very good question.
I think it is very much all about her. And look, I just, the proof is there. They get through stuff like you get through loo paper. It's it's a pretty bad situation. If she was such a good boss, then she would have staff with her for many years, and that is not the case.
Because around these circles, actually, even though a lot of people think it's really bizarre, the concept of high society folk or aristocrats or members of the royal family having staff, they're actually treated incredibly well, aren't they? It's not like a sort of Hollywood system where you're treating people like a piece of dirt.
No, they're like family, I think, staff in these houses, they become the family. And
did you have staff, Lady V?
They're treated well, that they work 10, 20, 30 years for the same family. Yes. So the fact that she can't hold down someone for like more than a year.
What? So that was a lie.
There's something wrong going on there.
Did you have staff, Lady V?
Right now.
Well, not right now, but when you were growing up.
I was younger, yes. And like my nanny growing up, she was,
wait for it,
with our family for 15 years. And we still, we when she had a retirement party, actually it was Rupert Murdoch that threw a retirement party for her because
oh my God,
she had worked for the Murdoch family before our family, and she actually then ended up working for Elizabeth Murdoch, bringing up her kids. So she was like a family member to all of us.
Are you serious?
And up until when she passed away recently, we were very much in touch with her on a weekly basis, almost daily basis. It was like a second mother.
Lovely. Wow! No, that is so lovely. And I know Jacob Rees-Mogg too. His nanny to his children is the same nanny who was his nanny, if you see what I mean. So that's the thing. Meghan.
So nice. Yeah, with Helena. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, exactly.
But I love that. Meghan gets through stuff like loo roll. That is good, Lady V. That is a great line. Thank you so much for watching. Dan Wootton Outspoken. Breaking right now, Prince Harry seems to be doing whatever he can to avoid going home to Montecito with Meghan Markle and seeing the children, because he has been on his tiki tour, preaching in New York.
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
Preaching in London, and now preaching in South Africa in a bizarre moment for someone who is a member of the royal family. He decided to, around a campfire, start talking about some sort of revolution that young people should bring to the world. Listen to this.
And the bonus, the positivity of that, is the fact that stigma,
Wait for it.
is being broken down in this country and also in Botswana. And we're hitting the target, not just Central Bali, but in general, all of the partners are. And it's making a massive difference. And it is this surge of energy and optimism and voice.
What is he doing?
Of young people, ranging from 6 to 25. And the biggest difference, which really needs more work, the biggest difference is when people at the top start listening.
Harry
right.
is, yeah, so don't worry about that. Prince Harry is around the campfire talking about how people at the top need to start listening to the youth, as if he's launching some sort of revolution. Lady V, now, is this not very dangerous for literally a member of the British royal family who remains in the line of succession?
It's like he's trying to get quite political, and
Yes.
I think, like, yeah, there is a danger. I mean, I don't, revolutions. We've got enough going on right now to be creating that at the moment with the world being so unstable. So I think he's just putting his inferiority complexes like out there, so everyone should feel like him.
Yeah, I know. It's absolutely bizarre. And if
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
we have a look at some of the pictures in South Africa, he was with Princess Senet Siso, who hosted a private lunch with Harry. And then he was also meeting up with lots of other folk there.
Okay.
Lady V. So why does he seem to want to love being in Africa away from Meghan?
He has a history, I think it's about 20 years that he first went to Lesotho.
Are you serious?
And he's been doing a lot of charity work. He was just in New York speaking at the UN on behalf of them. So it's something that is very close to his heart. I know there's been, he has had many events with the Sentubali charity. I've been to polo events and things in the past that they've done. So it's something that is obviously really important to him. And he's sort of on a, I don't know. I know someone's
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
said, is he on a midlife crisis? He's just he's just on a travel mode, got a tattoo apparently, and hasn't been seen with Meghan on all these trips. I'm guessing she is at home with the kids right now.
Are you serious?
It does feel like he's having a midlife crisis, Lady V. The reason I thought that is because he arrives at the tattoo parlor, right, surrounded by a security detail, knowing full well that the paparazzi,
Wait for it.
are all there watching. This is something he could have done in private, but clearly he wants the whole world to know, like a little boy, a little 18-year-old, I'm going to get a tattoo. But this is the moment he arrived at the parlor.
What is he doing?
And
I
Lady
mean,
V, yeah, I mean, how
I feel like
attention-seeking.
if you're gonna do that, exactly,
Here it comes.
you do it when you're not under the microscope in this situation where you're on an official visit or something like that. He lives in California. There's a million amazing tattoo artists in California. You don't have to go to New
Yes.
York on an official trip like that and go visit a tattoo artist. So, maybe that's like a message out to whoever it is, Meghan, who knows? Do we know what the tattoo is?
No, we don't. And in fairness, we don't even know if he got one. because this is all part of the attention seeking, but he did seem to allow Josh Lord, who is from East Side Inc., to go and speak publicly about the tattoo.
Okay.
Well, nothing, of course.
Nothing.
No, absolutely.
So you heard he stopped by here.
Oh, yeah.
And
he said he stopped for over an hour.
Oh, cool.
What was he like just in the tattoo parlor?
The truth is that I couldn't tell you anything about anybody who stopped by without their permission. So we can either confirm or deny anything you'd say or ask about anybody who comes in. So officially, and of course we would respect anybody's privacy in the exact same way.
So that was a lie.
You know, from everything that I've seen, it seems like a phenomenal guy.
You said that you've tattooed a lot of celebrities. Can you compare what it would be like if he were here? I mean, almost there. How does he rank? I mean, I appreciate starstruck. I mean, how's that different?
I absolutely understand the line of questioning, and I appreciate it. But of course, I could never actually say anything either way.
I mean, it's just very
cringe,
it's
all
isn't
very
it? And it's odd, Lady V. It's odd that he did it without Meghan, right?
Yeah, or maybe, maybe he's got something to do with the kids on it. I don't know. Like,
wait for it.
Maybe, does she have tattoos?
No, she doesn't. And the thing is, maybe, yeah, I mean, that's, I guess, the one thing that you could think, oh, maybe he's gone to get a tattoo with Meghan's name on. But to me...
Okay, I'm listening. You have my attention.
And remember, I'm pretty much the same age as Harry. This is like... It's midlife crisis. And you think it would be a disaster because he'd have to get that tattoo removed eventually, wouldn't he? Maybe some people have joked it said property of Meghan Markle over his chest.
Yeah. I mean, I think like when you get the initial thing, this is the sort of the stupid years, in your 20s, you get those kind of tattoos with the initial, because I have met quite a few people that have had to change the shape of the tattoo or whatever it was from the initials, make it into a different tattoo. So like now hitting 40, that would be really dumb. I'm guessing it will be more to do with the children. Something like that.
Yeah, no, indeed. The other bizarre thing in New York is he seemed to allow Jimmy Fallon, who is the host of The Tonight Show, to almost hijack